Hello dear students, good morning to our second lecture, which is classification of antihistaminic drug. The antihistaminic drugs are broadly divided in two classes. How many classes? These are divided in two classes. The first class is called as H1 antagonist and the second class is called as H2 antagonist. The H1 antagonists are commonly referred as anti-allergic drugs, whereas the H2 antagonists are commonly called as antacids and anti-ulcer agents. As I mentioned in my previous lecture that whenever histamine is bind with H2 receptors, there is increased production of hydrochloric acid, which may cause ulcer on the intestinal linings. So to treat that ulcer condition, the H2 antagonists are used. The H1 antagonists are of two types. The first is inhibitors of histamine release. That means this H1 antagonist inhibit the release of histamine from their secretory granules. Now we have some example from this category. We have the example like cromolyn sodium and second one nidochromyl sodium. Both of these compounds are found to inhibit the release of histamine from its secretory granules. The second class is inhibitors of released histamine. That means this H1 antagonist inhibit the already secreted histamine. That means if the histamine is already released out from its secretory granules and when this histamine is binding on its receptor to produce the action, the H1 antagonist reverses the action of such released histamines. So these inhibitors of released histamines are further classified and they are classified in two classes. The first one is the first generation H1 antagonist and about which we will continue in the next slide. The first generation compounds are referred as sedating. Sedating means they produce sedation, which is also known as drowsiness. You may recall that if you take some syrups for cough, cold and other disease condition, then such syrups produce some sedation. So such compounds are called as sedating antihistaminic drugs. The second class is the second generation antihistaminics, about which we will have the examples like cetirizine, levocetirizine, estamizole and loratadine. The second generation compounds are known as non-sedating antihistaminic drugs. That means they will not produce any sedation or drowsiness. The first generation compounds are broadly classified into 5 classes and which is based on the chemical classification. The first generation compounds are classified in 5 classes according to the chemical nature. The first class is ethylene diamines, from which we have the examples like tripelenamine and thonzilamine. The second class is ethanolamine ethers, from which we have the very classical examples like diphenhydramine, dimenhydrinate, doxylamine, and clemastine. The class number 3 is alkylamines, from which the examples are chlorpheniramine, triprolidine, and phenindamine. The class number 4 is piperazines. From piperazines, we have a very well-known examples like chlorcyclizine, buclizine, and meclizine. The class number 5 is tricyclic compounds, from where the examples are promethazine, trimeprazine, cyproheptadine, and azatidine. Dear students, whatever examples are there in the slide, they all are included in your syllabus. The next broad category is H2 antagonist, which are referred as anti-ulcer or antacids. And from here we have the example like cimetidine, ranitidine, and famotidine. So that is all about the classification of the H1 and H2 antagonist. So students, we will go through into their general structure consideration, the SAR activities, and the information about the individual compound into the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like and share. Thank you.